Welcome, guys, to the Meet Damien channel. Wow, Bitcoin basically dropped down to $92,000, and currently is trading at $96,000. But let's take a look at the news here to find out why that was the case here. Okay, I'm going to pull up this news article here. Let's take a look at Cointelegraph. And you can see here on Cointelegraph, they said that Bitcoin has dipped down to $93,000, wiping out $303 million in longs within minutes. Okay. It says here that goes on to say here that on December 5th, Bitcoin retreated further from the psychological crucial level of $100,000, briefly dipping below $93,000 and triggering a significant amount of long position liquidations. We're talking about like the futures markets here. A sudden dip in the price of Bitcoin wiped out $300 million of long positions in the market as its price fell 5.4% within minutes on December 5th, briefly falling just below $93,000. Between 6:23 UTC time, Bitcoin dropped from $98,000 all the way down to $92,957. It has since rebounded to $96,000 at the time of this publication, according to TradingView data. And we will be looking at TradingView. Okay, guys, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin mainly because of what it did today. We're going to look at the charts on TradingView. And then after that, I'll be taking your requests on whatever favorite cryptocurrency coin that you guys want me to look at here. Okay. But we'll get right back into this news article here, and then we'll look at the liquidation on CoinGlass, and then we'll look at the charts for Bitcoin here, okay? So the sudden price decline triggered over $303 million in liquidations of long positions within the hour, pushing total liquidations over the past 24 hours to $404 million per data from CoinGlass. And we're going to look at CoinGlass so you guys can see what happened, okay? It comes only a day after Bitcoin breached the $100,000 price level for the first time. And yeah, that's it for that news article. They had to get that out. Okay. This news article came out 10 minutes ago. Okay. So this is fresh off the presses here, guys. This is breaking news. Okay. But let's look at the liquidation heat map so you can see what the hell just happened. Okay. So this right here, okay, is showing Bitcoin dropped all the way down to $92,000, and it took out these longs that were down here. There was some liquidation. There was actually more liquidation here, but looks like there was some there was some long liquidation leverage, about $93 million worth of liquidation at the $94,178 level. Okay, so they took those guys out. They wiped them out. Okay, all those longs that had stop losses below 94,000, they wiped them out. Anybody between 98,000 all the way down to 92,000 got wiped out. So the market makers got their money today. They took your stops out, and what's happening now is revenge trading. Okay, we're getting a little bit of revenge trading because now people are like, oh my god, I got stopped out, and they're trying to buy back in again, but they're buying back in at higher prices than what they got in at. But they're okay with that because they want to get back in because they just lost their position, and the market maker gets to collect their fees. Unfortunately, very bloody day in the markets here. Okay, but if I go into like just the 12-hour, I zoom in a little bit. You will see that we do have some leverage shorts. All right, there's some short sellers that are above us at $104,000, and there's also some here at the $101 level, $101,500 at $94 million worth of liquidation. And this is coming off of Binance exchange, guys. Okay, but there's other exchanges out there. Binance is the biggest exchange, so they usually use that data because it will be most likely the best data out there. Okay. We also see like a nice solid yellow line at 101,517. So yeah, about There's some short sellers that put their stops at $101,000. So I'm anticipating that we will get back up to $101,000 here soon, because there's no more leverage to go on the long side. Like they wiped out the longs. There's no more longs left to be wiped out. So they're now going to try to go for the short sellers. Okay, so that's the bit of good news that I got for you bulls out there, you Bitcoin bulls. Is there's no more left. There's nobody left to wipe out. It's time to go after the short sellers now. Okay. Let me just zoom out so you get that chart one more time. Okay. And you just see, like I said, like there's really no more leverage longs below us at this price. Bitcoin is currently trading at $97,250. I'll go into trading view so you can see that. But I just want to show this chart here to you guys here. There's basically nobody left to kill. All the longs have been killed today. And the only people left to go after is the short sellers that got in at like $101,000. There's a big chunk of them at $101,000. There's $162 million of leverage over there. And then there's even more leverage at $104,000. Okay. That's what happens, guys. When you do leverage longs here, you're going to get wiped out. They see your stop losses and they're going to look for it. They're going to hunt them down. Okay. So that's what happened with the Bitcoin leverage longs. And I will go into a Bitcoin. Okay. You can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at $97,450. Okay. And what do we got here? I'm looking at the 5-minute chart. Very bloody day. Let me just clean this up a little bit here for you guys. Get rid of the pi cycle indicator. Don't need that. I'll even get rid of the moving averages for now. So yeah. Let me just zoom out to the 1 hour chart here. Okay. So this is what we have here. Okay. On the 1 hour chart, everybody that thought they were making money, they lost their money if they stayed in. All the stop losses got hit, and they brought it back down below where the pump even started last night at like what does it start at, like 7 o'clock? That's like 1900. That's actually like 4 o'clock. Okay, so 4 o'clock we got a little bit of a pump, and then around like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock last night, we got the major pump up above it, which sent us up to $100,000 Bitcoin, and they brought us back down. Okay, they brought us back down, and I'll do a more deep dive, and I'll give you my thoughts as to like why that happened. Okay, but just look at the RSI right now. RSI on the 1 hour chart here got as low as about 33.11. Yikes. Okay, right now we're currently at 36.9. Okay, 37 on the RSI, and that right there is hidden bullish divergence there, guys. Okay, for you chartists, for you technical analysts out there, we actually have hidden bullish divergence, because I'll show you why that's the case. We basically, I mean, this is going to be, if you just cancel out this red candle, you just forget that red candle even happened, and if this ends up being the low that we're going to take that into account, then you basically have higher lows still on price. Okay, but you have lower lows on the RSI. Okay, and that signals that it's a continuation pattern, that we're going to continue on the bull run here. Okay, because what happened is that the selling pressure was not, if you just cancel out this candle right here, just forget that candle, but just say this is the next candle. Okay, because this looks like a scam wick. Okay, this is a flash crash. Okay, if you just look at this candle right here, it's higher than the other ones, right? But they weren't able to make it go lower, even though there was a lot more selling pressure. So the selling pressure was greater than the selling pressure over here yesterday on Wednesday. And that leads us to believe that the bears, no matter what they try to do, they can't bring the price of Bitcoin down significantly. I mean, yeah, this was a large chunk in a short amount of time, but look what happened. We basically created a hammer candle on the 1 hour chart because you got a long wick to the downside, but it got bought up, and then we closed out right over here, and now here we got another candle here. Now it's very important to see how these next few candles go on the hourly chart. We do want to see some more green candles here. If not, then maybe this ends up being a falling wedge and we go a little bit further down. Okay, that could always be a possibility. But yeah, hammer candles are usually a reversal candle, which means that whatever the price was doing, which in this case, price was going down, the hammer candle comes in to save the day and it should send the price back up again. For all of those who've been on this roller coaster ride with Bitcoin, I know it seems crazy and hectic, but there's a lot of people putting money in and putting money out. And this is just part of normal business with Bitcoin. So yeah, we have Bitcoin at $97,000 right above my head. Okay. And I will show you guys, for you technical analysts out there, you guys who like to look at the charts, I will show you where the warning signal came this morning. Okay. That let us know that we were about to get dumped on. Okay. If I go into the 10-minute chart, okay, so I'm on the 1 hour chart. Every candle here is 1 hour. If I go into the 10-minute chart, okay, and I just look at this high that we made. So we made a high. This high was made at $104,000 on Bitcoin, and that was roughly at 10 o'clock last night East Coast time. Okay, it says 0300 on the bottom. If you look at the bottom, it says Thursday, December 5th, 24 at 0300. That's the time in England. Okay, so basically last night, okay, early morning in England, we got up to $104,000. Now, if I look at the RSI here, okay, look at the RSI, this red line right here, okay, that says that the RSI is at 86.88. If you look to the left here, okay, this is the RSI number right here. Okay, it says that the RSI was 86.88. Okay, overheated and overbought. Okay, now look what happened when we tried to, this morning at around like 9:50 a.m. East Coast time, New York time. Okay, look at the RSI now. RSI is at 65.81. Now look at the price. Price is at $103,000, $103,655. Okay. That right there is bearish divergence. It means that the price is going to go down. Okay. For those of you who might have been trading the markets at the time, it was very slight. It was very hard to see, kind of, but it was there. Okay. All right. So we have, the price here is trying to make a higher high, but it can't. Okay. And then we have just lower highs here on the RSI. Okay. So that right there was bearish divergence. Okay. We had bearish divergence, very slight, not that strong, but it was enough to start sending the trading bots into a frenzy, enough for professional traders out there to see that we're not getting enough buying pressure to send us higher to higher prices. And it was enough for them to be like, okay, sell around like 10 a.m. East Coast time here. Okay. And you can see like red candle, red candle, red candle. Then some buyers came in, try to buy up the dip, but then we got more red candles. They kept trying to buy the dip, more red candles. Buy the dip, more red candles, more severe. And then we finally got this dump here at around like 5:20 p.m. about an hour ago here on the East Coast. So yeah, look at that red candle. In less than 10 minutes, Bitcoin went down almost 4%. Okay, enough to wipe out everybody here. And now I'm gonna share you guys my thoughts as to like why at 10 a.m. did Bitcoin start dumping? Okay, and then why at like maybe like 9 p.m. last night? Why did we start pumping up? Okay. So what my thoughts are is that with Bitcoin is that last night around 9 p.m. it's like the same time that the banks in Asia, uh, over in China, Japan, Singapore, Korea, all those banks were opening up, and those people were looking at the Bitcoin price at like $98,000, and they wanted to get in, so they bought some Bitcoin around that time. Okay, um, but over here in America, Wall Street's like, hey, what the hell? We want Bitcoin too, and we don't want Bitcoin at $100,000. We want Bitcoin below $100,000 so we can get some more. Okay, but if you guys are gonna give it to us like that, then what end up happening is some of these hedge funds, and even some of the Bitcoin ETFs, they started selling their Bitcoin right at 10 a.m. This morning. As soon as those Wall Street banks open up, they started selling, and they don't need to sell all their Bitcoin. They just sold enough to get the price to come down. Okay, and it was enough for them to send the price down, so that way they can scoop it up at like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. when those banks are about to close on Wall Street. They were able to buy back in again at lower prices. Okay, so they were able to get their wishes come true, that they got to buy Bitcoin again below $96,000. Okay. So that's my thoughts on what just happened there. We had a little bit of Wall Street manipulation. Don't let them tell you otherwise. I mean, it's very obvious that at 10 a.m. they started selling their Bitcoin, only to bring it down. Okay, bring it down and get in at cheaper prices. Okay, and yeah, and then we got that flash crash right around like 5 p.m. here. Okay, um, and that makes sense because they're able to do that flash crash right when the futures market was closed. Okay, here in America. All right, so a lot of leverage longs weren't able to put in their stop losses. As soon as the market opened, their stop losses got hit. Okay, and now they're dealing with the blood and the aftermath of all that. Okay, but yeah, those are my thoughts on Bitcoin and what happened with today and the flash crash here. Uh, Guys, this is just noise. Okay, like I said, if I look at the 1 hour chart here, we still have hidden bullish divergence. We're now getting some revenge traders trying to buy back the price again. We're getting some people who missed out on 100K Bitcoin, and they're trying to buy in before it goes back up to 100K. I just think this is just business as usual for Bitcoin, as violent as it could possibly be. We still have that hidden bullish divergence. If you just neglect the wick, okay, this little scam wick where they try to basically rob people of money, okay, then yeah, that is basically hidden bullish divergence, because price is still making higher lows here, and yet we're getting a lower low on the RSI, which indicates a lot of selling pressure, but it wasn't enough to take out this low right here and this low, at least not for any significant amount of time here. We are still in caution mode. Because this can still continue on downward, and then you got yourself basically a falling wedge. Okay, and falling wedges are still descending wedges or falling wedges are still bullish patterns, especially if you're coming in the bull run. So we could still try to recover, but damage done today. I will admit that. Okay, and just looking at the moving averages, because moving averages can give us some support here. It's like where we can expect to get some support. They broke through all the moving averages, even on the 1 hour time frame here. If I look at the 2 hour time frame, that got broken out. All right, we broke below the 200 moving average, that red line. If I go down to the 4 hour, okay, 4 hour says that we should get support at $89,000 would be a good support area if they decide to bring it down some more. just look eyeballing this, they brought this scam wick all the way down to like $92,000 on Bitcoin. Okay. Uh, there was some, you could probably say that that was like basically like a double bottom over here where we had a Bitcoin trading, down in the $91,000, $92,000 area on Tuesday, November 26th. Okay. So I guess maybe that's where the short sellers decided to take profit, was they were eyeballing this area here as an area for them to take profit at. It also was another area where we had some sideways trading at over in the middle of November. So yeah, they took it down to that level. I really don't see another reason why they took it down to that level. I could probably do a fib analysis, but I don't want to overwhelm you guys. We'll just look at the regular price action and moving averages here and just say that $92,000 was just an area that they thought they could just take profit. Okay. It was also the $92,000, $94,000 area was where a lot of leverage longs were at that were trading Bitcoin futures. So they took it down. They wiped out the longs. They got their money on commissions and fees, and now those leverage longs are trying to buy back in. If they even got money left in their account yet to buy back in again, they're doing revenge trading right now. They're pushing the price of Bitcoin back up again. Looking at the 4-hour chart, the 4-hour candle here is also creating a hammer candle, so that should be a reversal candle, which should send us to higher prices going forward. And I just think that Wall Street missed out on the pump last night because they were closed. All right, they were at home in bed or whatever, getting ready for the next day, and they said, "Hey, no way, Jose. We're bringing this price back down again, trying to get some more cheap Bitcoin. We'll sell a little bit of our Bitcoin, and we'll do some like hedges with our futures to try to take advantage of the fact that you guys want to bring Bitcoin up to 100K on us without us knowing." And they sold just enough Bitcoin to get the market to roll over, and they did. And I'm pretty sure that they also bought Bitcoin at like 3 or 4 p.m. After people were panic selling. They probably scooped up some cheaper Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin they sold early this morning, they picked it back up at a lower price. And guess what? They basically sold high and they bought low. Even though they, most people buy low and sell high, those guys were able to sell high and then buy low. Hey, MMA Squire, good to see that you made it onto the stream here. I'm ready to take some requests, guys. If you guys have some requests, I see that we got a few people in the live stream here. Go ahead and say hi. Let me know what coins you want me to take a look at. We just got finished talking about Bitcoin here. I was going to move on to like XRP and then talk about Sui. Sui had a good day here. We can look at those coins. So some of the old coins did pretty well, even though Bitcoin was panicking and dropping down on us. Let me move on to XRP because I know you guys love your XRP. Let's see what XRP is doing right now. So here we are, XRP on Coinbase. XRP is currently trading at $2.22, right? XRP on the 4-hour chart here looks like let me just hide this. I'm gonna get rid of this level right here. So I'm gonna get rid of that Fibonacci, and XRP is basically creating a flag, okay, on the 4-hour chart. So this is like the flag here. Let me just get rid of the moving averages again, and I said I could see XRP going down to $2.15, which I think it did. Okay. Like it did that on Tuesday. It got down to $2.15. So it already hit that, right? And then it hit that $2.16 level again. So, if you're still bullish on XRP, right? We do have like basically this is like a descending triangle, and they usually do break down to the downside. Okay. But if we're if you're coming into a descending triangle and you're coming from a bullish trend, which we've been in, then it could break out to the upside here. Okay. But if you're going to trade XRP and you're a bull, right? You could put your stop loss at like the $2.15 if you want a tight stop loss, or you could probably put it in like maybe that $2.10. Okay. maybe you want nothing to do with it if it goes down to $2.07. If you want to make a looser stop than that, okay, and then you can just buy XRP right now at $2.23. Okay, we're near the completion of this pattern. Okay, so XRP is gonna have to make a decision. Are we gonna continue going down, or are we gonna continue going up? I mean, it could also go sideways and just frustrate the hell out of traders who just don't know what exactly it's trying to do. But just look at eyeballing this pattern right here. If XRP does decide to break out, okay, you just take the top of the triangle to the bottom of the triangle here, okay, and it gives you the measured move. And if XRP does decide to break out of this descending triangle, then the measured move should look like this, and you have XRP going right back to $3.07 here, okay, that blue number right there. But if XRP decides to break down out of this descending triangle, okay, which it most likely will, because that's what descending triangles do. But the conflicting thing is that we are in an uptrend. But if it does break down, okay, then we're looking at maybe like $1.46 for XRP. And that kind of makes sense. I don't even have to look at moving averages here, but like it looks like the $1.40, $1.50 area was a nice area of support, and this was like a sideways trading area where a lot of people got in on XRP at $1.40, $1.50. So those people will just be back to break even again if that's the case. Okay, so they're probably not going to sell their XRP unless XRP goes below $1.40, and then we have to look at the next support level, probably at $1.10 right here. Okay, but yeah, XRP. If you're a short-term trader and you just want to make a quick buck, you can put your stop loss at like the $2.15 area, or even $2.10, hoping that it goes up to $3. Okay. If you're a short seller, you can also play this as well. If you're going to short sell XRP, maybe put your stop loss at the top of this this last red 4-hour candle here at like $2.35. Okay, as your stop loss. And if you're betting for XRP to go down, then you can take profit. You can probably take profit as your first take profit at $1.90. XRP might get some support over there. But if it breaks that support, then you can take more profit at the $1.45 level. Okay, so that's my bullish and bearish case for XRP. Hey guys, I appreciate you guys hitting the like button. If you like this kind of analysis, go ahead and smash that like button when I talk about your coins. Okay, the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, will show this video to other people who own XRP and your other coins here that you're going to request from me. And it puts more money into your bank account here, because when people see my video, they're gonna see me talking about XRP, and that's gonna cause them to probably buy XRP and pump your bags up. Okay, so hit that like button, pump your bags up, put more money in your pocket, and you know what? Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate that. Okay, but yeah, I'm serious, guys. I mean, let's get it out there. Let's go ahead and try to make some money and get this YouTube video out there to other people. I mean, you can share that video with your friends who also own XRP, and tell them like, hey, this guy Damien on the Meet Damien channel, he knows his stuff, and he was talking about XRP, and he gave us the price targets here if we want to buy some cheap XRP, or if we want to sell our XRP, what the price targets might be. Okay. All right. Anyways, moving on. We're gonna look at a coin that actually did pretty well today, and that would be SUI. SUI USD. SUI actually made a new all-time high today. Okay, he has $4.47 here. Okay, that was the high for the day. Currently, SUI is up 14% on the day, up 53 cents. So congratulations. I see that SUI is hovering around near 4.20, $4.21. I'm expecting it to probably stay at that number for a little bit here as we get the sideways consolidation. Bitcoin kind of like figures out what it wants to do next year. SUI is probably trying to figure out what it's going to do next. But I have done in previous videos here, I have came out with a price target on SUI, at least for later on this month going into January. And it's like this yellow line here. Basically, I was expecting SUI to get up to like $5.64, and it looked like it tried to do that with a vengeance earlier today. Okay, after Bitcoin went up above $100,000, we saw SUI get as high. Like I said, we saw SUI get as high as $4.47. So not too far off, but like, how did I come up with that yellow line there? Well, that yellow line is basically part of trend analysis. And all I did was I measured from the bottom of the support area that we were at. Okay. All right. And then we had like this flag that we were creating, this bull flag. And I basically took that measured move and I put it to like, all right, if SUI breaks out of this bull flag that we were creating here, this nice support area, then if it continues on that trend, then how far could it go? And at $5.60, $5.80 seems to be like the next price target for SUI, and that could happen probably later on in December. I got a target date right here, saying Saturday the 21st of December. So that is the bullish target for SUI. The bearish, because I like to cover both sides here. If you were trying to get some cheap SUI here, maybe you might be lucky and we come back down again to like $3.70 here, like we were trading at on November 16th and November 17th. We have some resistance and price support over there. We also have some resistance and price support at the $3.80 area only like a couple of days ago. Okay, so maybe you might get lucky. What's going to end up happening is this white 21 EMA line is going to start coming up, and that's going to probably give you more support, probably at a higher level. I'm thinking that maybe like $4 psychological level is going to be the next support area for SUI. If SUI's not able to maintain where it's at right now at 420, then maybe $4. Okay, because this 21 EMA will come up and people, investors will look at the 4-hour chart and they'll see that 21 EMA, which is currently at 366. I'm sorry, 371. It will creep up in the next few candles here and probably be like $4 where we get some support. And like I said, $4 is a psychological support area. People are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get some SUI at $4. Or if it goes down to $3.99 or $3.98, hey, I bought it for less than $4. Okay. Yeah. If SUI does decide to go lower, then like I said, the $3.70 area is also support, and then also we have some support at $3.50. So if you get in SUI at 350, 370, you're doing pretty good. And that's basically where the blue and green moving average is on the 4-hour chart. You can see the green number right over here, the green number and the blue number. Oh shit! I just hit it on it. Oh no! Did I just? Anyways, it was at $3.70, guys. I just deleted my moving averages. Oh no, I'm gonna have to work on fixing that later. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I mean, you don't even need the moving averages. You just look at the price support and resistance and where price action was trading over the last few days and few weeks here, and that gives you an idea as like where SUI could go next. All right. So another coin that did pretty well today was Render. Let me see if I got that. Had another good day. I had a friend of mine calling me up last night saying, "Oh my God, Render's at $10." And yeah, Render's still at $10 right now. Okay. Render's at up 15%, went up $1.37. We did see Render get higher than that last night at like $11.75, almost $12. Okay. And what I see with Render here, okay, is we're just getting consolidation here, because Bitcoin did come down. So that's going to cause these other altcoins to also go down. And if they don't go down, they're going to end up consolidating, and we're getting consolidation here. Render is basically creating a flag, okay? Looks like it's creating a descending triangle, okay? If I just measure from the top of this wick down to this other wick right here, it gives me this little pattern right here. And what I'm expecting is Render to basically stay in this triangle, and then it's going to have to come up. It's going to have to make a decision tomorrow, actually, around 0800 Zulu time or Universal Coordinated Time, which ends up being about 3 a.m. East Coast time for my East Coast viewers. Okay. Looks like around 3 a.m. New York time. render is going to either go down or it's going to go up. Okay. And we're just going to measure from the bottom of the triangle to the top of the triangle. Okay. That's how we normally measure these things out. So let me just adjust this here. Okay. And that gives us the measured move. And if render decides to break out of this descending triangle to the upside, then we should see a price target about roughly $12, $12.15 for render in the near future here. If render decides to break down out of this descending triangle, then you're looking at a render of $7.61 on render. Yikes. But, I mean, that is an area where we had a lot of buying and selling. We had a lot of price support and resistance at the $7.60 level. So if you missed out on render, and we do go down to lower prices here, you could get some render at $7.60. Again, hopefully, maybe, for those of you who feel like you need to get more render. Okay. But yeah, I do not see render staying at $10 for too long. I mean, if it does go sideways, then that probably means that Bitcoin is also going sideways. All right. And not really going up. But usually when Bitcoin goes sideways, it does give the altcoins a chance to breathe. And because if we're in a bull market, which we are right now, it should send render higher if Bitcoin is going sideways. Okay. I don't see why render would continue going sideways. There might be somebody out there that doesn't want to see render go higher, and they could possibly be short selling render just to keep a lid on it. Okay. But yeah, render's gonna have to make a decision tomorrow, and it looks like that. The decision's gonna be coming tomorrow, and we're either gonna see $7 render, or we're gonna see $12 render. But I highly doubt we're gonna just see $10 render going into the weekend. Okay, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. We might go sideways. We might just stay at $10. And if we do go sideways, that's good, because that just means we have more people buying at that level, and then this level will just stay at, as a support level in the future. So if we go up to like $15 render and then we come back down to $10 render, $10 should stay. Okay. Price target for render in the blow off top. I just did, Kia. Hopefully you just heard the last few the last few targets I gave. Basically, I see render going down to $7 if we can't hold $10, and I see render going up to $12 if it decides to creep back up higher again. Fish hobbyist, you want me to look at the Bitcoin cycle, the last cycle, and you want to know if this is like an identical chart? Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. All right. So Fish Hobby, you're saying there is no crash. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry if it was attention grabbing. I put like flash crash. Okay. I didn't say it was crashing. I call it a flash crash because we did get bought up on Bitcoin. Okay. We are creating a hammer candle. Let me just show you Bitcoin one more time here. On the 4-hour chart, we're creating a hammer candle, okay, which is a reversal candle. We should see Bitcoin go up to higher prices if it's going to continue on the reversal here. All right. This shows that the sellers weren't able to keep Bitcoin down to low prices. Buyers came in and bought it back up and looks like we're about to close this candle in 1 minute, actually. We got 1 minute left, and then we're going to get a new candle. So I'll stay on this chart for like the next minute here, okay? I got the countdown timer. It says we got 1 minute and 13 seconds left before the 4-hour candle closes. And yeah, basically we have a hammer candle, okay? And if you look at what hammer candles are, they are reversal candles. It means that the price is most likely going to get reversed from whatever it was doing. So we were going down. We're going to get the reversal, and the price is going to go up. Probably back to 100K Bitcoin again, as if this never even happened. That's why I called it a flash crash, not an actual crash, okay? Flash crash. I put that in the title of the video. Sticking to that story, But yeah, it's a flash crash. We got like 30 seconds left, and then we'll get a new candle here. The opposite, for those who don't know about hammer candles, the opposite of a hammer candle would be a shooting star candle. So a shooting star candle would be just like the opposite, where like instead of this wick being on the bottom, it would be like the wick coming down, and then this would be the body of the candle. And that is, it looks like a shooting star, okay? And a shooting star is actually bearish, okay? Because shooting star means that the price doesn't want to go any further up. It actually wants to go down, okay? So yeah, it looks like we just created that new candle here. We got another 4 hours, 3 hours and 59 minutes before this 4-hour candle closes. We just created a new candle. We just seen the birth of a new candle on the 4-hour chart here. So hopefully, if you guys are monitoring this, you start to see maybe a green candle start to show up here on the 4-hour chart, and that lets you know that we've seen the worst of it, if that was the case, okay, of this flash crash. You guys got another all right, yeah, Captive Gaming saying what caused the flash crash. Captive Gaming, the flash crash was caused because there was a lot of there was a lot of leverage longs that had their stop losses at like $92, $93, $94,000. And it was like $100 million worth of leverage longs. Okay. It actually, if you look at earlier in my video, they end up liquidating over $300 million of longs today. Okay. And the market makers, they see that. They see all these people that they could just wipe out. And they brought the price down there because when they wipe you out, they get to collect the commissions. They get to collect the fees. And then that just, it was easy. It was easy target for them. There was so many leverage longs there. In some of my previous videos, I showed you guys on CoinGlass that there was some leverage longs at the $94,000 level. And I'll go back and just show you. I mean, this is the CoinGlass website. This is data coming off of Binance. This is the liquidation heat map. And there's no more leverage longs now at $93,000, $94,000. Okay, they all got wiped out. But about a day ago, all throughout this week, we had a big yellow line here. Okay, that was saying that there was a lot of longs that put their stop losses at like $92,000, $93,000. And they were sitting pretty when Bitcoin went up to 100K because they made a lot of money, okay? But they dropped the price down around 10 a.m. today because there was more leverage longs at $93,000 than there was leverage shorts at like $104,000, $105,000. So they like to bring the price down where it's a lot easier, where they can get a lot of money, and then they can bring the price back up again, and they'll go ahead and take out the shorts as well at some point. Okay. Right now, the shorts they're now at $104,000. They got $130 million of liquidation leverage at 104K Bitcoin. They got some more at basically 104K Bitcoin. Then there's even bigger. There's some more shorts at like $100,000, $101,000. They got $132 million. So the market makers, they like to eat too. They don't like seeing everybody make all this money without them making money themselves. So what are they going to do next? They're going to go after those short sellers at 101K right now. Okay. So if you guys just click that buy button on Bitcoin, you start setting the price higher. It's going to make it a lot easier for that market maker to be like, let's go kill the shorts now. We kill the longs. Now we kill the shorts. And it's just one big game. When you're dealing with day traders and leverage longs and leverage shorts, as long as you're in this for the long run, this is just noise, okay? But like I said earlier in the stream here, I believe Wall Street felt like they missed out because everybody pumped up Bitcoin last night, and Wall Street was closed for the day. The hedge funds, the banks, they weren't able to participate in the bull run last night, okay? Because they were closed. At least the United States banks. And I think what caused the pump last night was the banks in Asia, like Europe, Australia, Singapore, Japan, okay, Korea. They saw Bitcoin near $98,000 and then creep it up to $99,000. And they're like, all right, we want to buy in now before it goes to 100K. And they actually sent it up to 100K and higher than that. And Wall Street's like, yo, what the hell, guys? So I think around like 10 a.m. this morning, these are just my thoughts, okay? But it kind of makes sense to me. So I'm just going to let you guys know what's going on in my head as like why we got the dump. They'll never give us the official answer. But I felt like Wall Street was like, okay, guys, you want to send us up to 105K and you want to make this easy money for us? Okay, we'll sell a little bit of our Bitcoin, which is actually a lot to everybody else, okay? They sold a little bit of their Bitcoin, okay? Crashed the market at 10 a.m. when Wall Street opens. And then around like 4 or 5 p.m., right before they're about to close for the day, they buy up that Bitcoin again. They buy up the Bitcoin. They get it in at a cheaper price. They get to buy more Bitcoin at like $95,000, $94,000. And then they'll send it up to higher prices tomorrow. And then they'll be able to, like I said, they sold high. They bought low. They're going to sell high again tomorrow. Rinse, repeat, make more money. It's not fair to us small guys. That's why us small guys, we shouldn't be really using leverage. We shouldn't really be day trading. We should be in this for the long haul. This is just noise. Okay? This is just noise. It's just a flash crash. All right. My head is shiny. Yeah, I don't know. And, I took a shower not too long ago. I guess, I'm looking like Mr. Clean over here. I'm sorry. Plus, I'm not dirty, right? Anyways. Okay, Rudd is asking about GM. You talking about the stock GM? All right. Then I have Costa Ricardo was saying, former Democrat here, voted Republican this time. I got tired of all the woke and broke BS. Helps that I'm a Bitcoiner and Trump supports that. Bitcoin opened my eyes to the right side. I'm glad you were able to figure out what what candidate was best for your crypto positions. Maybe if the Democrats were a little bit more supportive and embracing Bitcoin and crypto, they could have got more single issue voters that were in crypto. But that's their problem. Maybe they'll fix that for the midterms. Make dumping great again. You're funny. Let's go. No, like the Pepe meme. All right, so there's a meme coin called GM. Is that the ticker symbol? Is it GM or is it like Pepe GM? Can you elaborate on that so I can take a look at it for you? Go ahead and if you could just elaborate on that for me. Let's take a look. So you said if I type in GM, all right, so I got GM on crypto. Is it just GM USDT on Mexi maybe? I got GM USDT. It says the price is less than a penny. It's like, I'm just going to read the number, 23,246 here. 23,246. Is that the coin you're asking for? Oh. Well, good morning to you. Where are you coming from? It's nighttime over here. GM, it's not a coin, just a way of greeting people. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, good morning to you too. It's nighttime over here, so good evening from the East Coast here. I'm curious, where are you coming from, Rudd? I know some of my streamers are coming from around the world here, so if you're somewhere else, let me know. That'd be interesting. Get to know people here. But I mean, well, why not look at GM coin while we're at it here? This is GM USDT. Hey, oh, you're from Mars. Nice. Guys, he's from the future. He trade futures. He's from the future. He's over here in Mars. Wait. Did you catch like the bonk or one of these meme coin rockets that took you to to Mars here, while the rest of us are like just trying to go to the moon. This is a GM coin here. GM coin. I don't know if there's really much analysis I could do on this thing besides say that this thing is this right here. Like I was saying earlier about shooting stars. That's a shooting star candle, guys. Okay, you got a big wick, and you got the body of the candle right here. This is saying that a lot of sellers they saw that they did not like the price, or they wanted to take profit here, and they pushed us all the way back down to like this price. The buyers weren't able to step in. They didn't like that price either, so that's where we ended up closing for the day. It was like right here. I'm sorry, we're closing in that 4-hour candle. So I'm expecting GM to go down in price here. Okay, if you're investing in GM, and you can get it on the Mexi crypto exchange. This is where we're getting the data from. But yeah, if I just disregard all of that and I just look at this, I mean, this is also creating a bull flag here. I'm gonna disregard the wick, and if GM decides to continue higher out of this bull flag that it's making right now, you could see 3451. I'm sorry, 34,521 on GM here. Gray Savick is like, what is going on with Bitcoin? Game theory, full swing, 104 to 92. Wow, volatility, embrace it. Oh, let's go. Yeah, so volatility is gonna help us, guys, send the price higher. Okay. I'll go back and look at Bitcoin one more time. I was kind of hoping that you guys would be telling me some of your old coins that you want me to look at, but we'll look at Bitcoin again. All right, Bitcoin at $96,500, and that 4-hour candle. We were kind of hoping for a green candle. This 4-hour candle just got started like 12 minutes ago, and we're getting a little bit of red candle here, but maybe this is just a back test of like right here at the $96,500 level here. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, we still got 3 more hours left to go. Maybe this does turn into a green candle, but if this doesn't turn into a green candle, then yeah, we're basically in a falling wedge here on Bitcoin. Okay. And falling wedges are still they're still bullish. Okay. Usually on a falling wedge, they break out to the upside. So this could still break out to the upside if we're in this falling wedge. But I was kind of hoping that we were just creating a hammer candle here, and we would get the reversal now, not later. So yeah, Bitcoin currently trading at $96,770 here. What caused the crash? I already said this earlier, but we liquidated a bunch of leverage longs at like $93,000, and there was just so many of them. So many people were making so much money, and the market maker wanted to make money too. So they brought Bitcoin down to that price where they could liquidate the leverage longs, and now they're sending the price back up higher again, and it'll probably liquidate the leverage shorts. We already talked about that twice in this video here. I also feel like the Wall Street guys, they got a little bit frustrated that they sent Bitcoin up to higher prices without them getting a chance to buy more below 100K. So they probably sold their Bitcoin at like $100, $102, $103,000 this morning, only for them to go then buy back in again at like 3-4 p.m. Before the Wall Street guys close up their shop for the day. So yeah, sell high, buy low. That's what they did. Yep. All right. 93.8K is the March all-time high. I retested that. We'll confirm it as a new floor. 93,000. Are you sure about that being a March all-time high? Because I remember the March all-time high as being about like $73,000. Was that like a typo that you wrote? Are you talking about $73,000 or $93,000 there, Greg? Longs pay shorts, shorts pay longs. Eventually, the liquidity will get washed out, and we will run past 100K. Yeah, you're right. In the long term, we're gonna move past this for Bitcoin here. Bitcoin will see higher prices. My price target on Bitcoin is actually $130,000. I'll show you where I come up with that number. Okay, if I zoom out here to the daily chart, all right, and I just basically view this as a bull flag here, right? This being the pennant or the flag, and then I measure from the move that we made back in November, the beginning of November before Trump got elected, to like over here where we basically almost got as high as like $99,000, and then I take out and I take this to where we're breaking out, or we kind of broke out already, but or we break out at like $98,000, and it gives you a price target of about $132,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, we could see $132,000 Bitcoin if we continue on this trend. And looks like you get that $132,000 Bitcoin right around Christmas. If you're going to use this as a target date, it says that right around Christmas time, you'll see $130,000 Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be nice if Santa could do that for us crypto investors? Okay, yeah, Greg, you made a typo there. 73.8K, March 13th, all-time high. You really think Bitcoin might go down to $73,000? That's gonna hurt a lot of people out there, including myself. I'm a crypto investor. I got a little bit of Bitcoin. I'm not trying to see Bitcoin go that low. But I mean, if you think that's the case, then yeah, let's take a look at it. I mean, you guys keep asking me questions about Bitcoin. I'll stay on Bitcoin. So Greg basically said that we might see $73,000 Bitcoin, and that would be like the support area. Like we've seen all-time high here at $73,000. Also $73,000 here on right before Halloween. Okay. But I feel like we're gonna probably hit some fib nodes here before we even get to 73K. All right. Let me just do the fib retracement here. So we had Bitcoin as high as what, $104,000. So we'll do that as a starting point. $104,000 all the way down to like the 70. You're saying 73K is where we might go down? Okay. So if I just zoom in here a little bit, okay, what you're going to end up getting here is we do have the Fibonacci level. The 618 is at 92K. Okay. So that is another reason why we saw 92, 93K, is because the 618 level is actually an area of support. Okay, Greg? So we already hit a support level at 92, 93K. And that's the 0.618 fib level. Now, if we go further down, then like I said earlier in the video, I see $89,000, $88,000 being another support area where Bitcoin will probably bounce off of. Okay, this is all these support levels before we even get down to 73K. So $88,000, $89,000 is another support area, and you can see like even on the chart here, $88,000, $89,000 is where we traded up and down and sideways here. We traded sideways for the most part at like $88,000, $89,000 in like the middle of November. So I'm expecting that to give us support before we even go down to like 73K. And then we got the 0.382 level at $84,000. And then we have the 0.236 at $80,000. Okay. So a lot of people are going to look at $80,000 Bitcoin if we do go down that low. And they're going to say, oh, Bitcoin had a 20% correction. Let me go buy some Bitcoin at that price. I'm getting it off on a 20% sale. Okay. So there are some levels here where Bitcoin will get support if it continues going lower. You might not see 73K. It could probably go down to like 88K and then never go down lower than that. Okay. We might have already seen as low as it's going to go for now. Okay. 92K was a 618 fib level. that got defended today. You know, we came down to $92,055. Okay, doesn't have to be an exact number. Okay, because I didn't measure it exactly. This is just giving you a reference point. Okay, so 92K was pretty big effing deal. Okay, it was also where there was a lot of leverage longs. They all got wiped out, and now looks like we're moving on. And if, hey guys, here's a little bit of hope. This daily candle, for Friday, is already a green candle. It's already a green candle, guys. And even throughout the stream, Bitcoin is still climbing higher than when I started the stream. Okay, it's at $97,180 right now. All right, Greg, you're saying you drew your fib levels from November 2022 through March 24, added the 114. Whoa. All right, those are a lot of extension levels to be adding. Usually when it comes to Fibonacci extension levels, I'll stick to the 1618 level. That usually normally hits. But I mean, those other levels, I mean, yeah, you can do that too. You can do that too. Let's take a look at coin market cap, see what other coins did pretty well today, even though Bitcoin was having a heart attack today. Bitcoin had like a euphoric, I mean, it's almost like Bitcoin did some drugs today, and then the drugs hit, and it had like, I'm sorry, I don't know, but you know what I mean, guys. Like Bitcoin had a euphoric high, and now the letdown, the calm down is like right now, and you know, maybe tomorrow will be a little bit more normal. Okay, but looking at CoinMarketCap.com, we actually have Jasmy Coin doing pretty well today, up 37%. We can take a look at Jasmy. Jasmy is currently at 5.5 cents right now, up 119% for the week. So you doubled your money with Jasmy. We already talked about Render. We talked about Sui early in the video. You guys can watch the replay on that. Peanut the squirrel. We haven't talked about that. We'll look at Peanut the squirrel. Peanut up almost 30% this past 7 days, up 14% today. So it wasn't all doom and gloom out there. There were still some cryptos that did pretty well, even though Bitcoin was being nuts, being crazy, flash crashing and all that. But I see a lot of Solana coins here. A lot of coins in the Solana ecosystem have been doing pretty well. Dog with Hat and Jupiter, okay. Fetch AI had a pretty decent day. Theta Network, Tau, up 4% today. Solana itself is also up 4.8%. So anything that was Solana related had a pretty good day today. And I think that has to do with like Solana just not having a good week. So finding Solana is now, people are now migrating and moving their money back into Solana, in the Solana ecosystem. So yeah, Litecoin also had a pretty solid day. It's up 42% the past 7 days. But let's go back to Jasmy, since that's the star of today. The one coin that actually didn't give a crap and still made a lot of money today. So let's look at Jasmy. Jasmy. I'll take a look at it on Binance, see what it looks like on there. So Jasmy coin currently at 5.057 cents. Having a red day, but you know the day just getting started here. But the for Thursday, Jasmy went up 45%. Okay, opening up at a little bit under 4 cents at 0.039, and then closing the day at 0.058. Okay, I lost my. To bring them back, but I'll just do basic analysis here, and then I'll try to add the moving averages back in again. But Jasmy, just using trend analysis, going back to November 22nd. If we end up doing a consolidation move, okay, I'll try to quickly draw, like, we'll just say if this was a flag here, okay. Then Jasmine could continue on if it breaks out above the flag at like 5.5 cents. We could see Jasmine probably go to 9.5 cents, probably around Christmas time or a little bit after Christmas. Okay. If I just do quickly a fib retracement here from where we are at 5.5 cents down to where we were, creating a base here at like 2.5 cents. We could see Jasmine decide to, as it continues consolidating here, we could see it get down to the 618 fib level at 4.5 cents. Then we could also see it possibly, if it can't defend that, get down to 4 cents. And then if it can't defend that, then we might see 3.5 cents. Okay, as simple as that, guys. That's the fib. That's the Fibonacci analysis, where we might get some bearish price targets here if we were bearish on Jasmine. Let me start filling in some of my moving averages here, guys. I lost it. I clicked the wrong button, and I lost a lot of my moving averages here. I'm at the 5 MA. So, guys, I'm going to show you how I set up my moving averages here. I might as well make this a teaching tool here. Okay. These are the moving averages that I normally use. When you see my red, white, green, and blue lines here. So, the first one, right? I want the 21 moving average, okay? Because usually price sticks around near 21 for the most part, okay? Then I want the 50-day, and then I want the 100 moving average. I don't really mess around with 200, 150, and then I do the 200 moving average, okay? We'll just make that 0, okay? Yeah, okay. And then for the style, I like the 21 EMA to be white. I like the 50-day to be green. It kind of already is already, okay? I like light blue for my 100 moving average. And then for my 200 moving average, I like to make that red, okay? And that should give me my moving averages here. If I did it right, let's see that. Okay, let me just, I must have, it didn't like that 0 there. Okay, so I'll just make that 150, okay? And then I will then get rid of the 150 because I don't really use the 150, guys. Visibility, yeah, style. I will just take the 150 off. Okay. And now I got my moving averages here. Okay. You can see I got my moving averages now. I got my 21 EMA. I got my 200, which is the red one. I got my 50, which is the green. And I got my 100, which is the blue. And I usually use that to figure out, where there might be some support levels here if if prices do come down, or if there might be resistance if prices are trying to go up. So yeah, that's how I do my moving averages. I use the 5 MA on TradingView. I do 21, 50, 100, 200, and I skip 150. I don't really use it that much. Steezy, yes, you can definitely comment. What would you like to comment about, Steezy? Greg saying that Jasmine's just getting started. Broke a long-term 618. Okay. So Greg knows his fib levels here. I'm glad to see you're doing that, Greg. Guys, we have 60 people watching the channel right now. Let's see if we can get the likes to match the amount of people that are watching right now. Let's go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys like my analysis here, go ahead and smash that like button. I appreciate the love and appreciation here. I really do. I come out here for you guys. I want to make sure that you guys are able to understand what's going on in the markets here. That's why I come out on this channel here. All right. What are you setting up? Okay. Yeah, so Steezy, what I did there was I just did the moving averages. Those are like the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, the 200-day moving average. And I just use that tool there, the 5MA. So you're gonna get like 5 moving averages. And I usually do the 21-day moving average, the 50-day moving, the 100-day moving, and the 200-day moving average. They give you a 5th option, but I don't really use that. I don't use the 5th option. I usually hide it. I only need 4 out of the 5. Okay. And then I set it up where the 21 is going to be the white line. The 50 day is the green line. The blue is the 100, and the red is the 200 moving average. And that's what a lot of traders and investors use to kind of figure out where support might be if we're dropping down, or where resistance might be if we're coming up and we're below the moving averages. It gives people an idea, like, where they could possibly put their buy and sell orders in. So that's what I was setting up there. How high do I think Jasmine will go in this bull run? Blade saying. Yeah. So my short-term price target on Jasmine, if we just fill out this bullish pennant that I think we're going to end up creating over the next few days here, then I can see Jasmine getting up to like 9.5 cents. That blue number right there. Okay. But then how high could it possibly go in the bull run? Well, I mean, we have seen Jasmine back in like November of 2021 as high as like 18, 19 cents. So like maybe it can get back up there, and that's a 4x from where it is right now, possibly a 5x. I have to do a little bit more research as to why Jasmine took a dump in like 2021 here. This is data coming off of Binance Exchange. So maybe it was already dumping. What ends up happening when these coins are very new is they end up having token unlocks, which some of you guys might be familiar with. But when they first create a new coin, they start like unlocking these coins and selling them to the seed investors and the founders that created them. And also they unlock coins just to get more coins out there in circulation. They also unlock coins for like some of their like Solana Labs creates better technology for Solana. So they'll give some Solana coins to Solana Labs just to be able to pay their bills so they can do more research how to make Solana faster. So they have token unlocks for all different reasons. And that causes the price to come dropping down. And that's probably what happened in December of 2021. And then 2022 was just a bad year for crypto in general. So that's the reason why Jasmine came down. So maybe Jasmine can get back up to like 15, 20 cents here, like it was back in November of 2021. And like I said, if it does that, then you got yourself a 4x. Okay. That's the long-term bull run target for Jasmine. Okay. As far as I can see, that's my opinion. I don't know if Jasmine's Japanese. That's a good question. You're going to have to do some more research on that. Some of these coins, like Solana, like, you would think like Solana was named after like the solar system or whatever. But actually, Solana was named after a beach that the founder, the guy who created Solana, he had like this favorite beach of his. And he's like, oh, that's a pretty cool name. I'm going to name that for my cryptocurrency coin. And then now we have Solana as a cryptocurrency. Guys, if you could come up with your own cryptocurrency coin, go ahead and tell me what the name of it would be. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. And if you're in the live chat, tell me what your favorite cryptocurrency name would be if you could create one right now. Let's go ahead and look at what was the other one that I wanted to look at? Peanut the squirrel, because Peanut the squirrel had a pretty good day today, even though Bitcoin was having a heart attack. Let's look at Peanut. See what's going on in Peanut world. Okay, so here's the chart for Peanut. Peanut currently at $1.46 right now, up 2.5% on the new day. But that's just for the last hour. It's up 2.5%. Peanut actually went up 14% earlier today on Thursday. Okay. You can see that my moving averages, there's just not enough data here, at least on the daily chart. I only get the 21 EMA as my moving average right here because there's just not enough data. Peanut hasn't been around for like that long. Like here on Binance Exchange, Peanut showed up on Binance Exchange on November 11th. So all this is relatively new data. So that's why I don't have any moving averages to show you guys here, even though I just put them on. Peanut looks like it consolidated here. So we had, we had like a descending triangle, looks like, or maybe even a descending channel here. So we had like, or you could call it even a falling wedge, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to chart that. I'm just gonna say that it was more like, yeah, it was looking like that for a bull flag, okay, and it's only a bull flag because it just came out of a bull trend here. But if Peanut continues doing what is done on the Binance chart here, and we call this a bull flag, and we're trying to break out right here at the $1 level here on Peanut, then the bull target for Peanut should be about $3.40, about $2 higher than where it is right now. Bearish price targets for Peanut. I'm probably gonna have to go into the 1 hour chart, and then I'll be able to see like the moving averages here. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can skip to the 4 hour. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Skip 4 hour chart here is saying that Peanut on the green line here, the 50 moving average is at $1.22 right now. So Peanut could shed 20 cents. And that makes sense because you have a lot of sideways trading action here at the $1.20 level here. So I would expect Peanut to get support at $1.20 before it goes lower. And then if it goes any lower, then I'm probably gonna just looking at this, this bottom candle, this bearish candle right here. Looks like $1.02, $1.03 might be the next support level for Peanut. But really hard to do analysis on a very new coin like this. Probably better if I just did a fib analysis on it, okay, to get some bearish targets. So let me go ahead and let me just hide that right there. Okay, and then hide that right there. Oh no, I don't want you. Okay. Oh, I gotta actually do this. All right, here we go. And hide that right there. Okay, so I'm just trying to clean it up a little bit here, guys. I'll get rid of that. Okay, so if we for some reason were to come lower on Peanut, we'll look at the Fibonacci analysis here. So Peanut did get as high as like $2.30. All right, so $2.30 coming down to where it was at like 4 cents. And you got the 618 level is always an important level to look at when you're doing your fib analysis. It's considered the golden pocket, the golden number. You're looking at $1.61, which is we're below that level right now. Okay, then you got the 0.5 level at $1.32, which is below where we are right now. Okay, and then you got the 0.382 level. So remember I said $1.02, $1.03. Okay, that $1.03 level should be a good support area for Peanut if Peanut was to go lower for any reason. And that makes sense, psychological level of $1. Most people probably want to scoop up some Peanut at $1 if they ever can get that price again. All right. John over here, is that a cryptocurrency you want me to look at? Dream? Steezy had an X with a golden pocket. That's nice. All right. Georgie, any opinion on Link? You're down on it right now. What do you think is going to happen? All right. Yeah, let me look at Link. Link the Slink. I don't know why I say that, but it rhymes. I'll look at that on Coinbase Exchange here. Yeah, so okay. All right. So Link has been in a bull run here. If you're down on it right now, that leads me to believe that you must have bought it recently. You probably bought it maybe about a few days ago, because Link did get a high, an all-time high of like $26.92, and then it's been consolidating ever since. So maybe you have bought it this week, I'm assuming. Link is currently at $23.56. I was charting this because I was trading Link futures on Coinbase Exchange. And it looks like we're getting this now for a bull flag. Okay. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if we continue going down on Link, yeah, we might bounce around near like the $22.35 area, which is only $1 away from where it is right now. But this is a bull flag because we came into it from a bull. We came from the bottom and we went to the top. And now we're consolidating, and that's a bull flag. Okay. I think I did some previous analysis and I came out with a price target. If Link was to continue on with the trend of this bull trot, oh, this thing is locked. That's what it is doing. Okay. So I'm just trying to take this. I'm trying to take this line here, and I measured the bull flag earlier like this, right, on Link in one of my previous videos here. And I just take that measured move, all right, and I'll put it to like where we are. Like we'll put it right where we are right now. If we're gonna break out of this bull flag, we could see a $32 Link in the future here. Okay. That's if we break out to the upside here. Okay. Now, how much more bleeding could we do with Link? If I turn on the moving averages here, we have the 50 moving average on the forward chart says that, you know, Link should be at $21, $20.98 to be exact. Okay. If I zoom out to the daily chart, the 21 EMA is just trying to catch up, but the 20, yeah, this is not really going to give us much, but 21 EMA saying $18.43 could be the next target for Link, and that does actually kind of make sense because you got some sideways trading price action here during the last week of November where you saw like $18, $17 Link, so that's a 25% haircut. Yikes. Okay. I'll do a Fibonacci analysis to give you even more ideas, like where Link could possibly go. If I just measure down to like right here from this impulse move, from like $16 to $27, we have the golden pocket at $23, which is where we're at right now. Okay. See what I said, guys? That 618 golden pocket number. It usually hits almost all the time whenever we do these Fibonacci analysis. Then we have support at $21, and then we have some support at $20.49, and then you got more support at like $18, probably $17. Okay, for Link. Okay, but you know, if $23 can't hold, then you could probably see $21 as the next level that Link needs to defend before it goes lower than that. So hopefully I give you some idea where you can scoop up some more cheap Link if you're going to buy some more cheap Link. Yep. All right. 2 days ago, you think I should? Georgie, I'm not going to give you financial advice. You're going to have to make the decision whether you want to buy or sell Link. Maybe you could buy some more Link at cheaper prices. And you can just wait until it gets back to where you bought it at to break even on your first purchase of Link. But this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You're gonna have to talk to somebody who is a financial advisor, which is not me, and see what might be a good idea to do with your money. Okay. I just give out my opinions on these cryptos and where I think the price targets might go next. but that doesn't. I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should buy or sell because I don't know your personal financial situation. A personal financial advisor can do that for you. XRP is in consolidation, Steezy saying. Yeah, we looked at XRP earlier. I think I said the bearish target on XRP is like $2.15, which it already hit earlier this week, and I think it hit it twice already. But then the bullish target on XRP is we could see $3 XRP probably maybe this month. I don't think I need to chart it again. You guys can look at the video earlier. XRP, I think I talked about XRP like right after I talked about Bitcoin. Guys, it's been a pretty good stream here. I appreciate the likes, the subscribes, the new people that joined the community here. I appreciate you guys all. It's been like an hour and a half live stream. I wasn't really planning on going this long here. I was just trying to do a quick update on Bitcoin and maybe talk about a few old coins here. But I'm loving this, guys. I can talk about any cryptocurrency here. I can talk about stocks too. I can tell you that next tomorrow is going to be a stock market video, but I can still talk about cryptos as well, cryptocurrencies if you guys make those requests. But I am going to talk about some of the stocks that did pretty well this week. MicroStrategy is a stock that is now related to Bitcoin because they've been buying so much Bitcoin over the last couple of years here now. So I'll probably talk about MicroStrategy, but I'll also be talking about some of the other stocks that had some newsworthy or had some earnings for this week. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. I'll try to do a little bit earlier. I might come in like at 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. on Friday to do my stock market live stream. But then on Sunday I'll be doing a live stream around the same time, around like 5 p.m. East Coast time. And then I will because there's really not much to talk about during the weekend besides crypto because that's the only thing that is trading. Georgie, you said ETH and Solana, are they going to bounce back? Yes, ETH and Solana are going to bounce back. Everything depends on Bitcoin. You guys got to focus on the Bitcoin chart. We'll take a look at Bitcoin one more time, seeing how it's been doing. It has been climbing up during this live stream here. And yeah, that's what we're getting here. I don't really need to chart out Solana or Ethereum because those guys also follow whatever Bitcoin's doing. You can see Bitcoin is creating a hammer candle, which should be a price reversal candle. We want to see a bigger green candle to confirm that we're back to being green and bullish on this hammer candle reversal here. Okay. If I look at the 1 hour chart, you can see once again we have another hammer candle here. And we are slowly getting some green candles here on the 1 hour chart. So we'll pay attention to that overnight. I would like to see Bitcoin get above the moving averages here at 98,700. And if Bitcoin is getting up to like 98,700, like that's also where we have some sideways price action here. So that could hopefully act as a springboard for us to go to higher prices here. If it acts as a resistance, then that could be good news for altcoins in the short run. But we do not want to see Bitcoin go any lower, because if Bitcoin does go lower, then to answer your question, if Bitcoin goes lower from where it is right now, then Ethereum and Solana are also going to go lower. It really is the Bitcoin show, and everybody else is it's Bitcoin world, and everybody else is living in it, including me and you. But yeah, I don't really want to do any more requests. I've done a long live stream here. You can see me tomorrow, and you can ask more questions. You can figure out what cryptos or stocks you want me to talk about tomorrow, and we'll talk about that in tomorrow's live stream. Okay, guys? Once again, thank you for coming out to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien. I enjoy talking about cryptos, and I also enjoy talking about stocks. And you can see me on the next live stream tomorrow, probably around like 3-4 p.m. East Coast time. Take care, guys. I am Damien. That's me.